Yes, as a matter of fact, I did just finish with all my finals. How could you tell? So yes, I am finally done with the winter quarter. Yay! On the plus side, I did figure out my thesis topic, and I learned a whole bunch of very helpful anthropological theory, and it was all finished by Tuesday of finals week, which means I have more than a week and a half off before we dive into spring quarter, which is quite glorious. I mean, I will have to spend part of that time reading for my thesis and such, but I also have assorted exciting adventures planned, which I'm really looking forward to. It occurs to me that perhaps you would like a glimpse into what the past week of paper writing has looked like. It also occurs to me that this is only likely to be interesting if I speed it up, splice together a bunch of short clips, and set it to some awesome music. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Quick disclaimer. You're going to have to imagine that my clothes are changing periodically. I mean, admittedly, when I'm spending pretty much all my time sequestered at home writing final papers, I don't change my clothes quite as frequently as social conventions would otherwise require. But I promise I do change them every once in a while. Anyway, here goes.
Bottle and a supper. You passed age, you passed formats, you caught beneath the front wheels of a car. But airbag, airbag, I can't see the future from the dashboard.
And that's pretty much what it was like, except longer, slower, and without the awesome music. Speaking of the awesome music, that was provided by my friend Ira's band Even So. No, Alexandra, you are not the only salad sister with a rock star for a friend. Ira, who is not only a rock star, but is also a playwright, will be making a cameo in an upcoming video, and you can expect to be hearing some more from them in future videos of mine. So let's see, what have I been doing since I finished with finals? Well, the first thing I did, since it was a glorious 70 degrees yesterday, was sit outside reading Catch-22. Excuse me, but are those crab apples in your cheeks? Oh, no, these aren't crab apples, these are juggling balls, and they're not on my cheeks, they're in my hands. And then I stayed up until 3 in the morning, just generally relaxing and reveling in my newfound freedom. At which point I suddenly remembered I had signed up to volunteer the next day, at 6:30 in the morning, so I went to bed, and woke up less than 3 hours later to drive off into the darkness. Luckily, volunteering is totally worth the sleep deprivation. After volunteering, I put together a dinner for the people in my Bible study group. For dessert, I made 7 layer bars, which are basically deliciousness personified, in addition to being incredibly easy to make. And as a companion piece to the amazingly well-received pilot of the new hit home decorating show Building Stuff with Alexandra, I thought I'd share my own submission, slated to air on the Food Network this spring, Lizz's Amazing Kitchen Magic. Today on Lizz's Amazing Kitchen Magic, we're going to be baking 7 layer bars. 7 layer bars are such a staple in my life, I actually have a magical 7 layer bar box. It may look like an ordinary graham cracker box on which I have written the words 7 layer bar box, but when I tap it with my magic wand, all of the ingredients to make 7 layer bars pop out. Now tell me that's not magic. They're called 7 layer bars because they have 7 ingredients: graham crackers, butter, chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, coconut, walnuts, and sweetened condensed milk. They're really quite simple to prepare. First of all, take the graham crackers and crush them into crumbs. Then, melt the butter and mix it in with the graham crackers. Pat the crumb butter mixture into the bottom of a pan. That was the hard part. Now, sprinkle on the chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, coconut, and walnuts. If you're accommodating people with mild nut allergies, you can keep the walnuts over to one side. Finally, pour on the sweetened and condensed milk and pop them in the oven. But first, go back in time and set the oven preheating because you always forget to do that before you start cooking. Good thing you have a magic wand. Call now to order your very own Kitchen Magic Wand. Only $9.99.99 plus shipping and handling. Batteries not included. 7 layer bars. Sorry, did you want one? Ah, YouTube! Have you not yet developed the capacity to transport the deliciousness of baked goods via the internet? Why?
Try to be as normal as possible so that all the haters don't be like, that dude in your video? I wish he'd drown himself in a toilet.
Have you drowned in a toilet? Oh boy. I guess if you took the CPAP, maybe you could.
Yeah.
I think she was hoping this would be appetizing.